All right. Hello. What is up? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I kind of want to say my goodbye to Marvel Heroes. They're shutting down the game completely in December, the end of December, I believe. So you can still play it, but I mean, why bother? Although, I mean, I kind of want to jump in and play it and give it a last goodbye or something. I don't know. At the same time, I mean, it's kind of pointless. But I loved the game, man. I freaking loved Marvel Heroes. I joined that game in the beta, closed beta, early on in 2012. And I've casually played it over the years. Like sometimes when I'm just in the mood, I will throw it on and go in and play for a couple to several hours, depending on my mood that day and stuff. I spent around, I think, $40 total over the years on a couple costume skins, a character at one time. I think I got Magneto because it was on sale for $10 at one point on Steam. And I got a storage thing. I forget. I mean, small little bits, $5 here, $10 there. And the reason I did that too, the main reason I've told this to people before is I never felt like I had to pay for anything in the game. I've seen complaints recently. I don't know. Apparently, in 2017 they kind of made the pay model worse. I'm not sure. When I played it, it's still the only thing I noticed was any like updates to the interface, stuff like that, and it really sucks because I seriously love this game. This was always, well, for a while now. It's been my number one free to play recommended game. I recommend lots of free to play games. Depending on the genre and stuff. Warframe is another one that I highly recommend if for shooters and stuff. But Marvel Heroes is my personal favorite, followed by DC Universe Online. So Marvel Heroes is a game much like Diablo, action RPG, the top down, farming monsters, farming creatures, getting gear. I did have big issues with the stat system and the loot system. It was really, the funny thing about the loot system is Marvel Heroes is it was too much. There's always too much loot. Although recently, when I was playing on PS4, the PS4 version, it seemed like loot was better. It was more manageable. It wasn't overblown and crazy and stuff. Might have just been in the earlier levels though. Maybe it's still the higher levels you get. Maybe there's ridiculous amounts of loot that just, it made it feel unrewarding and stuff. And I'm talking about like when I played this pretty hardcore on PC. Not like hardcore, but I've got a couple hundred hours, a little over a couple hundred hours on PC. And plenty of people out there have like 1,000 hours and more than that and stuff. So I didn't go super hardcore. Like I did say I was casual, but I loved the game. I freaking loved it, man, and I'm going to miss it. I really wish it wasn't shutting down. I actually recently just went back into it. Like this is a week ago on PS4. I booted it up and I was like, I'm gonna move to play some Marvel Heroes. This is how I've been over the years. I've been playing Marvel Heroes. Sometimes I just get in the mood and I go play it, and I love it. I freaking I don't want this game to be shut down. I really don't. It sucks. It sucks pretty bad. It was really cool to be able to jump in sometimes whenever I just felt like it. It's fun, man. It's just so much fun. Even with the problems I had, I actually recently, just when I went into the PS4 version, I noticed they updated, made it easier to figure out which pieces of gear were actual upgrades and downgrades, and which, like, they had the stats were changed. Well, not the stats, but the way they showed it was if this would increase your damage or this will increase your defense, because there are tank heroes. They're kind of tanky and more tanky and stuff like that. So I thought that was cool. They finally got around to that. That was the biggest problem for you. That was my main issue. My main issue was there's just so many stats in the game. There's so many different stats, and no matter what, everything's a side grade. Because you're increasing this, decreasing this, increasing this, decreasing this, and there's like 10 different stats on every damn item, so that's all just a mix, and it was just messy and sloppy, and it was really hard to tell like what your upgrade's going to be in. And then I was reading on the forums, especially with the shutdown. I was just going to the forums and I was like, I'm gonna miss this game, thank you, and people were complaining, lots of complaints, lots of doom and gloom, and people would be like, I told you this was gonna happen, that kind of stuff. So whatever. But I had read that the PC, after they launched this for console, they launched this on PS4 and Xbox One, and I was so excited. I was like, yes, more people are gonna be able to play this. This is freaking awesome. And then this happens, so damn it. But I was reading that PC, after they launched this on consoles, they didn't update the PC version. So they were focusing all their attention on the console versions. I was also reading that their team is really small. Apparently, we don't actually know, like, I haven't seen any updates or anything since yesterday when I first found out about this. Or the day before, I forget, whatever. But we don't actually know the reason that it's shutting down. They didn't give an official, like, we're shutting down because. It was just, we're shutting the game down. So we don't know if it was lack of players, lack of money, probably both, you know. I mean, it's a good assumption to assume it's one or the other or both, which is really terrible because it is a great game. And I'm telling you, this was my #1 recommended. And it doesn't mean everybody liked it. I had recommended it to people in the past, and they were like, "No, I don't like this. I'm not into this." And I'm like, "Hey, you know, that's cool. Here's another game you can try." You know, you know, it's not like I'm just saying just play this game. You know, like, but this was always my #1 recommended. Completely free to play. Completely free to play. Oh, that's why I spent money on it, because I wanted to support this group of people, this developer, this team that put out a game that I could play completely free without having to spend a dime. I could grind everything out as long as I'm having fun just playing the game. You know, I could unlock everything in game. So when I felt like it, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this. You know, whatever. I bought a few things and I had no problem with it. You know, and I don't regret it. I'm not all mad at it. Like, I can understand somebody that maybe recently purchased stuff from the game, you know, because now they're shutting it down and they just spent money on it. I can understand them being, where's my refund? Because that's all over the place too, the forums and stuff, like, give me my refund and all this, and people telling them, I contacted Xbox support and I got refunds. And one guy literally, he said he had to go through 5 different supervisors before they finally gave him a refund on purchases he made for Marvel Heroes. So I don't know how true that is, but that was the story, and it could be true. It could have happened, you know. And everybody else was like, is it automatic? And I didn't follow all the stories. I think apparently at some point they made automatic refunds for it. I don't know. Which makes sense. I've seen a lot of free-to-play games in the past, when they shut down, they do refund any last 30-day purchases. I don't think it happens. I don't think it happens every time, but I've seen it. I've seen it plenty. When a free-to-play game shuts down, they usually, like, in the past 30 days, if you purchase something, we will give you a refund. And that's got to be a pain in the ass, dude. Especially for a game that apparently may be going broke, and is why they're shutting their game down, and then they have to give people money back. You know, that's pretty crazy. But that's you know, you don't want lawsuits going on and people going crazy on you, I guess, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna miss this game. I just got back into it too, and I was, one of my buddies, he was like, didn't you just get back into this game? And I was like, yes. Damn it, man, because it was always one of my favorite games to jump into casually, like whenever I was just in the mood to just throw on an action. This is terrible. This is terrible. I don't like it, because it's a good game. It's a really good game. And I've seen the complaints too. Lots of people are saying there's no end game content. There's not enough content. There's lots of content. I mean, it's recycled, like, as it's like Diablo, man. You play Diablo, you play Act 1 through 4 first before expansions, right? Before expansion, then Act 5. You play Act 1 through 4, and then you replay it again, or you do the adventure modes. And Marvel Heroes is very similar to that. It's very similar to that, where, you know, you are playing the same content again, but it's fun stuff, and, you know, whatever. I like the game. I really, damn, it sucks. One guy on the forums had asked, what do you recommend? You know, I don't know where to go from here. He'd been playing Marvel Heroes for a while, and I did see some posts here. There's lots of hate, lots of haters saying, oh, this was going to happen all the time, and a lot of people are saying it's Gazillion's fault. They're pointing out how bad a company Gazillion is and stuff. And I was reading this stuff, and it did seem pretty bad, but I don't think of them as evil empire or anything like that. But it did look pretty bad. It wasn't going very well. So give me a sec here. Damn it. But so I don't know. It could be the company. I mean, there were some things pointed out. Like, a guy made a timeline list of Gazillion as a company, and it was not very impressive. So, and then there are people blaming Disney, you know, saying, oh, Disney, they don't care, you know, and all this. They don't care about their games and stuff like that. So who the hell knows what's going on? I mean, I think the best bet would be that it's just not making them enough money, you know. But I don't want to lose this game, man. Damn it. So a guy had asked about what game to move on to. Oh yeah, besides people blaming Gazillion and Disney and all this, there were also plenty of people that were like, this game changed my life. Because this happens for every game anybody plays in the world. There's plenty of plenty of people that are also like, I've made so many friends in this game. This distracted me from some terrible things happening in my life, all that kind of, every story from everything, so there are plenty of people that are very grateful and thankful for having had Marvel Heroes in their life and stuff like that. And me, I just thought it was fun. It didn't save me from anything. It didn't affect me in any super deep emotional way, but I loved the game. And something that people did point out was the community was so good. It had a really good community. I remember, I've seen people complain about it a couple times, but I remember anytime I had questions, as long as somebody knew the answer or whatever, people were helpful. People were always helpful. You could ask in chat, like, what's this? What's this? I'm back. I haven't played the game for a while. What the hell's this? And you have like multiple people answering you, not only in chat but in whispers too. So that was always cool. I don't know. I always thought I had a good community, and there can be an asshole thrown in here and there, but I mean, the majority was pretty cool. It's a fun game. So somebody had asked like what game they should move on to, and I said Diablo 3, and I said ignore the haters because there are so many haters of Diablo 3, but Diablo 3 is a super polished, good game. That game is epic, and you can get plenty of hours out of that game. And people, of course, recommend Path of Exile and stuff like that. I will always, anytime somebody wants to play another action RPG, I will recommend Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is a really good game. Anyways, so Marvel Heroes seriously sucks. I don't mind when I like a game that was kind of mediocre and whatever gets shut down, but a game and this isn't the first time a good free-to-play game has been shut down. This isn't the first time a good game gets shut down or doesn't have enough player base to go somewhere. This happens quite often, sadly. I'm gonna miss more. This is the first time I've ever had a game shut down that really like made me go no. I've had it happen a couple times in the past. I don't remember which games they were. That's I was sad to see them go, and I was like, oh, this sucks, but it wasn't like a major deal. This is a major deal to me because I freaking love this game. Damn it. Anyways, all right. Rant and ramble over, I guess. Thank you very much for watching and chilling with me and hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let me know if you played, what you thought of it, whatever. Damn it. Goodbye, Marvel Heroes. I loved you. See ya.